and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's me again, faithie.gold. Of course, this is my channel, you're supposed to know my name. But by the way, it's still my new series, Let's Talk, and today's Let's Talk topic is on Nigerian politics. And in as much as we have Van Dijk over here in person, we also have the people behind the cameras who are going to be, chipping in one thing or the other. And if I look very distracted, just know that Coco is to be blamed.
What? Really? Wow, nice one.
So yeah, so we're going to be getting into it. First of all, we all know about all the, election, primary this that has been going on recently, and everybody is praying that, even if we don't get a good person, at least when we have to choose between bad and worse, people should have the sense to pick bad over worse. So, what do you think about the primary elections that have gone on so far? Does it make sense? Is it making sense? Is it not making sense? What's your take on it?
Where do we start? I think the whole primary kidney, it's getting complicated as the years go down. Let's start from the less complicated one, the LP now, the Labour Party, the Obedience as they call themselves now. Yeah, that's what they call themselves. It's a very massive movement. Apparently, half of Nigeria doesn't want APC or PDP to get into power.
So we want Obedience.
So yeah, so Pat Tomi won the Labour Party election, and then Peter Obi shifted how many days before, and then he stepped down for Peter Obi. Obedience rose up. And then Asuquo, who's been running for almost all my life, won the primaries for the PDP election again. Meanwhile, sitting governor Asuquo, who's been working for how long, got second. I've forgotten the other guy, but he was much behind. He lost well.
You said I lost well.
I lost well. I lost
such violence.
Bid for TM to go and lose, but. And then there's Tinubu, who had more than half the party step down for him after paying 100 million. I'll never understand how you bring out 100 million to come and say I'm supporting. You could have supported from your seat without paying money. It's much cheaper, it's safer, and you might still get an appointment. But the primaries, I think the most what's the word I use now? The most complicated and the most English is failing me, but the one that had so much controversy surrounding it anyway was the APC one, because they've got what's his name now? They've got Tinubu, they've got Rotimi Amechi, they've got so many good candidates, very competitive people who I believe could have done better. But then his whole campaign for the primaries was he built APC. He was the reason for APC, and just because of that, he should win the primaries. And I think that's not a basis for an election, and we're looking for a president. But it proves that the agenda for the APC is just putting specific people in power. But then, it all comes down to the Nigerians, the masses, and the APC is the ruling party, and we know how hard it was to put PDP out of rule. Then it had to be Jonathan. I feel like if it was any other person, probably PDP would have won that election. But let's see how it goes. We're still chasing PVCs and all whatnot.
Wow, there's that. Also, if I also look very slightly lost, I know absolutely nothing about politics.
And you call me on this
show. He's the expert.
I'm not.
So what do you want to chip in?
Yes, my personal opinion, because I personally feel that everything that's been going on in the past few years in Nigerian politics has just been very senseless.
She just called me to break down why she's been suffering for the past few years.
Exactly. These people are here, they're not doing anything. That's how, remember the meme is in the time that I'm supposed to be an adult that the dollar became. Yes. But honestly, I think the first thing, anybody that wants to do anything now or get my vote at any point should try to reduce the dollar to naira rate, because
as in they should do it from.
I don't know if they want to do it
before they're elected. They should do it
from their backyard,
from their house.
I don't know, because I mean there has to be a reason why the dollar rate is rising and dropping.
Inflation.
There's a reason. Thank you. Yeah, inflation.
GDP.
But there has to be a way to reduce it or make our lives easier. I mean, isn't the whole thing
we can reduce the value of the dollar.
We can.
We can engage them in one, win them. So many things we could do, but we can't do it because the Nigerian army and police force, with all due respect to them, please, they are coming. So I think if we engage the minutest of the United States army in a friendly battle, they may mistakenly wipe us out. So I don't think. I don't
No,
think
it's actually true.
I don't think there's anything we can do that can devalue the dollar.
There are things.
And the things that's supposed to really push our economy, you get. The things
We
that
can
are supposed
stop
to focus on
importation.
left.
Reduce imports and focus on industrialization of the
Even if we focus on industrialization, yeah, we can still have problems like, okay, trying to get machines that will actually work for us and
But
still have to import it.
but
But now you don't do
but like,
without the help
well,
of
when we
other
start
nations.
the industrialization, the
Do you
dollar
get
will
the
reduce.
money you come? I mean, there are people like, what's this guy's name?
That's just-
the person that owns
When
the
you say
cement plant.
industrialization, you're saying like Nigeria is a local place. It's not a local. Their industry is flying up here. And
Yeah.
there.
But
Yeah,
they are owned by who?
It's not.
That,
Come on.
No,
Come on.
yeah.
Come on. They are Nigerians.
They're
owning
Nigerians.
industries in
But
Nigeria.
majorly the shares of those companies are.
Yes.
Compared
You have
to
to start
foreign
from some.
companies.
You have to start from some. Everyone is still focusing on oil.
Yes, but we're not
Everyone's-
exporting. That's another thing.
But if we're focusing on oil, we're not really exploiting how much.
my
we can
husband,
get
it
from
hasn't the oil finished. Let's start with
You get like sometimes I'm like, how the oil finished?
They should check something else because there's agriculture. Like
There's
we
gold.
can make there's gold.
There's gold
we
in
literally
Nigeria.
have gold. I mean, why are we importing things
I
from
don't think we
other
have gold.
places?
We have gold.
No, we have gold.
We do,
We do have gold in, I think, Osun State or somewhere.
But we don't have the-
We have gold.
machines
We have
to
the
refine
raw gold in.
But then why are people building refineries outside?
Well, I
Who is
think
this guy? That's what I'm trying to
Because of
remember.
different things, money rates. Like look at the way dollar is to naira now. Economically, it's not.
So you'd rather build a refinery outside Nigeria, pay to transport the goods you're refining out there and pay to bring it back than just make the refinery here. Like, it doesn't make sense if you logically think about it because there's land. There's land. It's not like, oh, you cannot get
But like labor, let's also look at the fact that
there are
labor.
also some people that can be
Factor that
university
should come.
that can be trained and put into
I mean,
this labor force
People
or
leave
whatever.
schools every year.
And then they don't trust the labor that they have in Nigeria.
Then train them.
No,
Bring
like
people
not
to
in
train
not
them.
in the like training aspect. So like people that I heard from somebody that there's an industry. I won't
And they cannot
mention the
answer.
type of industry, but there's an industry. No, there's an industry.
Yeah.
There is an industry.
Fight.
There is an industry that what's it called? That they did not want to employ Nigerians, although the industry is in Nigeria, because they were like Nigerians will steal from them. Like it's like look at now the case of that we saw online. The woman that has a farm that they lay eggs and all of that. She sells eggs.
Mhm.
She just one day decided that she wanted to check her what's it called?
Poultry.
Like no, the people, the workers.
I don't know what they're called.
So when the workers were leaving, like some of them had eggs in their clothes. Like she counted like more than 3 to 30 crates from like just their
Wow.
bodies. So imagine that. So Nigerians are very skeptical about having industries in Nigeria because they don't even trust Nigerians to work properly. My dad owned the farm fish farming this thing. The workers literally steal from the fish every once in a while. So like, do you understand? It's also a factor.
So we are literally our own problem.
Yeah,
basically.
that's
I mean, there are people that are in power and they are literally like 70 years old.
Some things about age. If you look at what's it now in Great Britain now, I think Boris Johnson just resigned as Prime Minister, or he's going to resign in October. You look at his age, Great Britain is working, their tax system was structured that way to save their economy. And then look at France, Laurent Blanc, sorry, that was the coach, he's not actually the president. But I can't remember his name now. But
Macron.
thank you very much. Macron, the president of France.
People
And
that
it
live
was like,
in politics for the
it was like, he's young, like, and you see how he's making the French economy work. It's not really about age. It's not about how old are you, how long have you been in games, how honest can you be, what effect do you really want to have. Many people have entered the seat of government, Asuquo, with the idea that I paid money to get that ticket. I paid money to settle people to enter that seat. So by the time I'm done settling all those debts, by the time I'm going getting my money back, it's time to profit. And by the time you do all this, you see that 1 year, 2 years, 3 years have gone. And then that last year, just sitting there trying to fix some minor potholes, pouring sand into the road and saying that they're fixing federal road. And then maybe they walk around. Someone was talking recently and was like, people do campaign and then you see them selling bole, selling selling yam, buying yam, going into the street. And I'm like, if you're going, and it was like,
in Lagos, they
and it was
sold.
like, if you're going to
bullet.
do that, if you're going to do that when you're campaigning, are you telling me that when you enter inside, you will leave Asuquo and come and start selling bullet? So how is that supposed to help anybody? Like, if you want to help people, start helping them from the campaign. Don't just, because we've been hearing it so much. We've been hearing
I feel
it.
that
I think
they
it's
can
like-
be connected. Why doing campaign? Like they can be connected to the citizens, yeah. But if you look at the bigger picture, they can all try to let's say build a connection, a relationship, so you can have that trust in them that once they get there, they'll actually look back to you guys and give you guys that hope that if you need anything, you can ask
They've
them.
been building that connection for so long. I mean,
Well, it's a stereotypical this thing.
Buhari
campaign.
now. I remember
method.
I was fortunate enough to be around when he was doing his campaign around my area, and there are these people who, unfortunately, they are less privileged, so they stay on the road. They got bowls of rice, and all of them here, what's the name? Like there was something they were calling him back then when he was campaigning. Yeah, Sibaba. And they were like, Sibaba, we go vote for it. Sibaba, we go vote for it. He has gotten their vote. I can't remember since the 8 years that he has entered his office. I can't remember his convoy speeding past that place again. You know what I'm saying? And those people, majority of them are still on that road. And they are the ones that in their mind now they are causing Sibaba after he has been. But the same next year, if he came again, I don't know if he came again. He came for a second day and he came back there to give them bowls of rice. So see them again, Sibaba, this time we go change. So it's something that's happened over time. So that's why, like I said at the beginning, a lot of people actually want the obedient movement to move forward because APC, we have seen them, PDP, we have seen them, APC promise us change. They change, bad. Then they now promise us next level change. They change next level as well. We don't even know what Naira is used for it.
Well, I feel we forgot to ask what the change was going to. Was it for better or for worse? We forgot to ask that question. That was the most important question.
You know the thing that irks me is that people still come online and defend their vote. You voted for someone who, with all due respect, I hope they don't carry me after his But with all due respect, his works in the first 4 years, it didn't really like entitle him to getting into the office for another 4 years. And yet people
But you feel like
out.
he his money in treasury. He didn't have much to work with.
Biko, please, let's not start.
I think we've all heard the story. Rat swallowed money. There was snake.
It's not that
It was before he entered that monkey and swallowed money now. Wasn't it before he entered that monkey swallowed money? It was before he entered that monkey swallowed
He was
money.
saying Jonathan didn't leave money in the treasury. That's false. That's false. That's not possible.
How do you know?
How is the country still running? Is he running the country on his personal income?
No, it's not like as if he
How is the
was
country
any
running?
money, but he didn't give enough money
That's
to
exactly.
run the country.
That's it. Come on.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Like, why do you think it's boring? I just actually think about it. If we had money in our treasury, would it be boring?
Well, there's that. And also, why are we borrowing without a way of
Paying back.
We've been boring since ever. I mean, remember when the dollar was, I think, it was shifting towards 300 and something, and then President Goodluck Jonathan actually, or former President, GCFR, whatever his appointment was, he borrowed so much money to pump back into the Nigerian system, so that the Nigerian rates to the dollar will become reasonable. I think $200 and something dollars.
But he didn't have a way
naira.
to pay it back. Did he make a plan to
Well,
pay it back?
well, he left the office.
But guess
I
what?
think that was
Guess what?
supposed
That's
to
what we're suffering for now.
Well, we think something that's coming to office.
Who says that's what we're suffering for?
Eh?
Who says that what we're suffering for?
It's part of
Every
what we're
president comes in and has this idea that if I borrow money,
Yeah.
to fix the system. Mind you, if we want to be honest, if they actually borrow that money and put it all into the system, it should work, yeah?
But there's no structure.
always.
There's no structure too. And then there's one thing that I feel like that these people do is like lack of continuity. They're like, oh, they are one person and then they enter the work and then they do it. But then like the next, they don't plan like, okay, this is like a continued work that the next person is going to like take over and like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get that.
Like there's no continuity that they.
If we won't talk about it, let's look at the major, we call them candidates. Yeah, I think they can call candidates now for the election coming up. Asuquo, Lagos, I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did.
He owns Lagos, that's what he did.
I think that's all he did. And then you looking at Asuquo now. Looking at no. I'm not saying that. let's look at their grades. There was something, what I'm saying is, I'm driving at something, Yesomiki came out during the PDP primaries and said, judge us by what we did. Asuquo, I don't know, he was only the vice president, and that's all I've heard about Asuquo when it comes to politics. I don't remember him being a governor, doing any major thing anywhere that I say, okay, he walked here, he walked. Peter Obi, a lot of people said he was one of the most unloved governors ever, but he walked. He left Anambra 100 times more rich than he met Anambra State, and that was in 8 years. And I was like, judge us by what we did. If I feel if we got previous governors now, that people like what's his name, Peter Obi and Nyesom Wike, that just finished a wonderful job in reverse, building roads, employing, removing fraudulent people from positions. Their schools are running now, everything is going well. I feel like if we had candidates like this, it would give people more of a headache, like, okay, this guy walked, this guy walked, this guy walked, who do we now select? Do you get? But then, let's look at last election. Buhari, he has been running since when? Abubakar running since when? And then those were the two big heads in the election. And now we have another person now, Asuquo, Atiku Abubakar, and then there's just Peter Obi who is, and that's why you can understand why people are really running towards the Labour Party. I mean, when last has it been heard that anybody's looking at any other party for the presidential seat aside from the APC and the PDP? So that's where it's all coming from. But
historically, the only thing that is really backing Peter Obi at this point is the fact that we don't like APC and PDP.
Yes, I think
I'm not seeing anything that is really saying yes.
No, that's the thing. If it was just we don't like APC and PDP, there's Kwankwaso of the NNPP.
I mean, that's the only person that really came out and was.
There's Kwankwaso of the NNPP. Why is nobody running?
Why is Kwankwaso?
He was a former governor, I think, of Kano.
No, I'm saying like Peter Obi was really in our faces. Trust me, till now, I don't even know what his past life was like. I just
have you gone to look up on what he did?
That's the thing.
Have you intentionally gone to look? Why is this guy all up in our faces?
But why is he all up in our faces? It could also be a social media strategy.
Come on.
No, yes, he can. I can put somebody in your face so much that you won't be able to resist the person with social media.
That's manipulation.
Yes.
Social media.
What if he was not a social? What if he was a social media manipulation?
But actually, what if that is the strategy?
That's.
I mean, like at this point, do we actually have hope? I think that's the main question. I remember I've been asking, like, do we actually have hope? Yeah.
Everyone will have their opinion. That's the truth about it. This discussion won't end now. It probably won't even end after the next election. But let's see what happens.
Sure. I just pray that whoever comes next has, like, you know, does a good job. And it's even for us, that people that are just coming out of school.
Revive Tinapa. You seem pained.
Yes, I am pained. I am actually pained. Sorry. Whoever the next governor for Cross River State is, I'm
no, they won't feel bad then. Look at their state.
I'm actually begging. Please revive Tinapa. But either way, that's actually it. This, if we want to keep talking, these two people, Van Dijk and Coco, who fight today. Actually fight.
She's doing me like this. I'm looking at it.
After this, they said that they had a conversation to finish. That conversation is what is this thing that they're going to be fighting about. But in that way, because this topic can never actually finish, and we can always just hope and pray for the best.
Yeah.
That the best comes out of Nigerian politics in the next few years, and whoever is running at any point ever again, or after this, or even with this one, that the person makes life, reasonable for us and just makes life simpler. So thank you guys for tuning in for this episode of Let's Talk with on Nigerian politics and everything. Yes, thank you for coming. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe, click on that notification button, like and share.